Well, pretty inclement conditions here this morning, and well, if you're fortunate enough to ever go to Goodwood Racecourse, chances are you're going to see some Highclere Thoroughbred or some Midland Park racing runners and winners. And one man that can tell us a bit more about both the track and what he thinks of the meeting coming up is Ed Arkell, clerk of the course from Goodwood. Ed, great to see you here. I know it's not your first trip here, but you've certainly brought the weather.
Yeah, it's just like being at home, isn't it? It's rather miserable. So, well, great meeting though, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Lovely to be here.
It certainly is. I mentioned those Highclere Thoroughbreds and obviously Midland Park. That's the connection, I suppose, with a couple of runners from the UK. This meeting, for somebody obviously travelling in and from an outsider's perspective, it really is one of the best around the world, isn't it, really?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the racing here is absolutely top class the whole time, but these two meetings, this one and international races, best in the world, and it's fantastic to be here and see the quality of horse and all the international competition.
Talking of that competition, of course, I imagine you will be cheering on Team GB. Obviously, William Haggis with a runner, Archie, Watson, of course, and George Bowie. Three very good horses, all deserved of their chances in these races. What do you make of them overall?
I think they're a really interesting bunch of horses. It's great to see that we're prepared to come out here, take on the competition, and as the racing world develops, all these international meetings and the top class horses flying around the world and competing is going to become more and more important, I think, and great to see that we're prepared to come out here and take on the locals in Hong Kong.
Indeed so, and obviously given where you are situated down at Goodwood, of course, obviously the glorious meeting later on through the summer, obviously a big part of our World Pool simulcast coverage, and I guess now, as you say, the racing world has got that bit smaller. There's always that recruitment sort of going on, isn't there, really? Yeah,
absolutely, and that's part of the reason to be here as well. If there are horses here that have come from international jurisdictions, they're prepared to travel. We'd be delighted to see anybody at Goodwood, and I think the more, with World Pool developing, the more we can do that, the more we can encourage that international competition, the better it's going to be for racing as a whole.
Ed, many thanks for chatting. When is your first meeting, by the way, at Goodwood?
We go a week today, and hopefully it's not doing this at home.
I hope so. Well, you do get those sea frets. Great to chat to you, Ed, and all the best for the weekend.
Perfect, thanks.